time knee. So I'm looking to see if he's going to utilize the clinch in this fight. And I'm always thinking anybody that trains under Paul has got to have some crazy good top control. Hunter tried to get that teep right up the middle.
And right off the bat, Hunter taking control of the center of the cage there.
Yeah. He's really trying to push that pace a little bit early, trying to impose his will. But Bruno ain't really backing down right now either.
Yeah, this is Eddie's 5th professional fight, so I don't think there's pretty much anything in there that Hunter can throw at him that Eddie hasn't seen already.
But there, when Eddie threw that switch knee and threw that punch, he should not have moved back. You had Hunter moving backwards towards the fence. Keep that pressure going. Frustrate him a little bit. Don't let him back in the game.
Exactly.
Nice little hook.
Both of these guys are using their hands and using their punches to set up the kicks and stuff like that. Just about 30 seconds in here. Nobody's looking for the takedown just yet. So these guys are definitely looking to stand there in the center and throw down. Until somebody gets hit. That's always, everybody wants to stand up till they get hit.
Yep.
Then people start to turn into wrestlers. Here as Hunter Chambers drops down.
This would be a good time for Eddie to start pushing on the head.
That was a nice kick off the fence as he went down to maintain that posture.
Got to be a little active here because it does seem like Eddie's the smaller guy, and you don't want a bigger guy laying on top of you like that. But he did a good job getting up.
Oh, big knee to the chest.
Yeah, too many times, guys, they get taken down, they just sit there and catch it. No, as soon as your butt hits the ground, you want to pop back up. That's the best chance to get up is right as soon as that person takes you down.
Absolutely. It's better to get tired getting up.
Ooh, those elbows.
But that's nice. But kind of like Jose Aldo. The moment his butt hit the ground,
right
immediately scooting, pushing on the head, redirecting, and getting up. Caught him with 2 jabs. I'd say now put a 1-2 behind it.
Hunter keeps going to the body, and I just see Eddie Perez Bruno responding to that every time.
Yeah, it seems like Hunter's getting the better of the strikes and knees to the body, whereas Eddie is just he's taking it nice along with his range and just utilizing that jab. I'd like to see him throw some more stuff behind that jab as you get the person's head popped up and backing up. Use that jab to set up, overhand. Use that jab to set up across to the body, some kicks.
And put a little more stank on it. You keep popping him with it. Now, and like you said, put a mean right hand behind it. Because Hunter's taking them, but he keeps on re-engaging, going right back in.
Eye poke right there.
Damn.
One of those jabs turned into an eye poke. You definitely got to keep those hands closed.
This is where Trevor Whitman would start talking about the gloves that he created for MMA.
Yeah.
Which will help with the eye pokes.
Yeah, you get 5 minutes for for an eye poke or for a groin shot. So I definitely would suggest that Hunter Chambers take advantage of it. I know this is his pro debut, so he's eager to just get out there and get his first win under his belt. But there's no shame in taking the time. The guy, be it incidental, Eddie did poke him in the eyes.
Yeah.
So I say take your time and get your vision back clear. No sense. There's nothing here to prove by rushing in there, whether it's after 30 seconds or whether it's after 3 minutes.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like sometimes fighters don't use that time to utilize slowing everything down.
That high head kick.
That was nice elbow. He almost caught him with that.
Flying knee.
Hunter's utilizing
those
everything.
Knees, knees to the body, knees to the head. Hunter is definitely utilizing those knees more so than Eddie.
And it seems like he's going to try to drop for the guillotine. What Eddie needs to do is shuck him down and then keep his head up. He does not want to go in, but he already walked to the other side. He's got no fear of the guillotine at this point.
Now he's mounted. Now he's in mount.
So this is a great place to start elbowing.
Oh, and
he
gets
gives
back.
up Hunter gives up his back as he tries to stand him up. But hand control, I say 2-on-1. You need to control.
And Eddie's in a good spot right now. He has 30 seconds. Don't even need to go for the choke. Start landing some serious shots like he's doing now.
Hunter Chambers wiggles out.
But he goes back for it again. He gets out and then goes back for it again, but it's not in tight.
That might be in tight.
Now that one might be a little bit tighter.
Readjust.
But 10 Eddie's pretty
left.
tough.
Looks like
he's breathing a little heavy, but I think he's still got some good oxygen. There we go.
Out.
This is the time to just unload on him.
Yep, last 10 seconds.
Make him go back to his corner a little hurt.
Oh, he got one to grow on.
Just like that. You keep going until that ref pulls you off.
Exactly. I think Hunter definitely had some good spots in there. It seems like the 2 times where Eddie was able to, take control from Mountain was from a failed submission attempt by Hunter Chambers. Unless you are absolutely 100% sure that you got that submission, there's no need to drop back, and give up position for it.
Yep.
You don't want to drop down and pull that person in your guard. This isn't, IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu. This is MMA. So, and especially heading into the second round here, the fighters are a little bit more slippery. They're wet. They're slick. So when you go for those submissions, you better make sure that you have it in there. And you definitely don't want to drop into something and have that person land in your guard, and now they're on top of you and mount.
Yeah. It sucks. It's not fun.
So here we go, round number 2. Both of those fighters definitely have some good things to establish their game
some
on.
nasty knees in
Yes,
that first
he did,
round.
I say definitely what's the bread and butter for Hunter Chambers is those knees to the body and those head, and then for Eddie it's just that jab. Both of these fighters need to do some things before and after their signature strikes.
And this is what Eddie needs to be doing, just like you said, just picking them apart, popping that jab in his face.
Exactly.
Getting that low kick, following up, just like that.
So we're doing spinning
now
stuff
he's definitely getting the definitely getting the rhythm there. He's definitely starting to feel it.
Well, if anything I've seen after watching Hunter fight this last round, unless you put him out, he's gonna stay in your face.
Yes, he is.
So Eddie has to be careful with that as well. Because look at that, throwing a head kick, he threw a double spinning elbow.
This definitely doesn't look like a guy going in there for his 5th professional fight against a guy for his pro debut.
For sure.
I definitely give kudos to Hunter Chambers for standing in there, well composed.
Tried a spinning elbow.
Spinning stuff of his own.
Okay, now he's throwing his elbows.
And there it is. Hunter Chambers tries to establish a takedown game now after Eddie started coming in close with those elbows.
You would think Hunter's a veteran as well.
Exactly, yeah. It doesn't look like this is his pro debut.
So now we'll see what Hunter can do that he's gotten him taken down, because in the first round, Eddie was able to capitalize on those
submission
round
attempts.
exchanges.
Yeah. And he's right back up.
And this is where Eddie's going to want to start applying that pressure, popping that jab, getting those, there we go, taking his back. Easy mat returns, push him into the fence, and then you pull him, put him right in the center. Don't let him have his back on that cage. He's definitely got a space that he could just posture and throw a left elbow.
Yeah, sometimes I feel as though fighters are so eager to get it down to the ground, but realizing I can just hold somebody up against the cage and hold somebody up against the cage and just.
He's might go for a triangle right now too, afterwards. And yep, there he's going for the triangle, but Eddie's defending it well.
Once again,
that was a nice little
attempt gets him in trouble.
Eddie's doing a great job of taking advantage of those.
Yeah.
These are hard shots Hunter's absorbing here on the bottom.
Chambers got to stand up, but there he is. He stands up. He's definitely a one tough guy here.
Oh.
Nice.
And he wasn't down. His fingers are up.
That was a big, and clamped the hooks in.
He pulls him over, but he dropped him over to the wrong side. If I was Eddie, I'd rather roll him over to my right side that we can sink better into that choke.
Because now it's going to be a lot harder. He's going to have to try to get his arm all the way through and then maybe use his other hand to apply some extra pressure. But Hunter's not letting him do that.
No, it's a simple 2-on-1, but get the job done and Hunter get his back to the ground. Yep, there you go.
Now it's going to be a race to see who can get there.
Who can get up.
Hunter's head was higher, and usually the guy with the higher head will win that scramble.
Oh.
There you go. Hunter putting in some work to the body there.
Shots.
There's still a lot of time left, just over a minute left as these guys are in the exchanges. Another knee by Hunter, and he falls down.
Pulls him right on top of him.
But again, Hunter going back to that bread and butter with those knees. But unfortunately, this time it caused him to end up on his back here.
Elbows.
Which definitely has to be a little discouraging because a lot of Eddie's best moments have been off of Hunter making a mistake, going for something.
But Eddie's definitely taking advantage of any time that Hunter makes a mistake or slips out a failed submission attempt here. Eddie's definitely been able to take advantage of it.
But Hunter showing that toughness and fight IQ, staying in there with a guy who has this is your pro debut and this is
his fifth fight.
And you're making him work.
Regardless, win, lose, or draw, this is definitely something that Hunter can go back to the gym and establish on.
A little iffy on the timing of the knee, but it was in transition. I understand.
There we go, headed into this third round here.
Orlando, how about that action inside the combatter gun? Give it up. Non-stop action inside the combatter gun for both these warriors.
Yeah, it seems like Hunter Chambers that's been the more aggressive one, and they're really coming in hard with those knees to the body and knees to the head. But nothing against Eddie. Now, he has definitely been able to take advantage of every time Hunter has made mistakes there, and that's what you want to see out of a veteran, a fighter, a guy here. Take what your opponent gives you.
Yep.
Third and final round coming up. Very nice sportsmanship.
Good sign of respect there, sportsmanship between these two fighters. I feel like it could definitely be 1-1 going into the round 3 here.
Agreed.
Especially in this third round here, both of these fighters are slippery, they're sweaty. A lot of those submission attempts and those dropping back for things, that makes for great scrambles as both of these fighters here are dripping sweat going into the third round. So taking that into consideration, I definitely, would err on the side of caution when it comes to diving for those submission attempts.
Yeah.
Especially it seems as though when Eddie does try to go in for a takedown, Hunter Chambers' defense is to go for a guillotine there, which in my opinion, I would just bend down and get my underhooks.
Yep.
Stop the takedown. Exactly. Stop the takedown first.
Go.
Trying to put in your own submission that somebody's trying to take you down may not always be the best, especially in this third round when it's slippery and sweat.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the same knee work from Hunter Chambers since round 1.
Yeah, he definitely needs to get back in there. Get back with the knees to the body.
Did he hurt something?
Test the gas tank of Eddie.
He hurt something.
Like maybe his foot.
And this is where Eddie needs to start attacking it.
Exactly. Once you realize that your opponent is hurt, now it's time to exploit the weakness, whether it's a foot, a rib injury, a hand.
Fighting is brutal, man. You just gotta take it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Hunter coming in now with his hands down low.
Trying to avoid the touch on that lead leg.
And that's where, if he knows he's going after his legs, now you start going up to the top. Start really sitting on those shots.
So now Eddie takes him down. He has the back. He has the hooks in. Still a lot of time, less than 3 minutes to go here.
He's got a body lock on him. Hunter with the nice reversal. Now Eddie's going to have to try to maybe go for the low single to work his way up. Or he just gets up just like that. But Hunter's pouring it on him.
There you go. Utilizing those strikes, kicks to the body to throw some knees in there again, some elbows. He's definitely going for broke here now. In the last 2 minutes of the third round, both of these fighters are leaving it all out there in the cage.
These boys are throwing down.
And now Eddie's on his back where he's shown to be a little bit more skilled in terms of controlling him and being able to control where the fight goes. Once
Exactly, taking advantage of Hunter's failed takedown attempts or submission attempts. Eddie's able to utilize those mistakes and capitalize off of them. He needs to get those. You got one hook in, you get that other side in.
Or he can, he's got good position. He could even hit just a little bit just to open him up so he can go for that. There we go, just like that. But now he's got both, he's got his arms over, so he might be able to spin into him. And there we go.
Just
now with this being close, Eddie needs to get up, get a reversal, and unload on him. And we've seen Hunter, Hunter will go for something.
Yeah.
And just like the story of this fight, Hunter goes for something, Eddie takes advantage of
He
it.
capitalizes off it, especially in the last minute here. That's what the judges, yes, it's been back and forth between, both of these fighters here, but that last, 15 to 30 seconds is what sticks in the judges' minds the most.
Yep.
Heading into this ending off with this third round. How are you going to finish this fight? What's going to be that deciding factor? What's going to make the judges, pop?
Yeah.
As they, start to jot down those scores.
Big takedown from Hunter.
Okay, there you go.
Takedown.
Now Hunter's on the back. That's on the back. He tries to sink in that choke. Hunter's got that choke. 10 seconds left. Now he's either got to go for that choke and not just hold it up. The mouthpiece falls out. That was definitely a great fight.
Give it up for both these warriors.
That was a great fight.
That was a good fight.
That was a fantastic fight.
If I wasn't looking at the stat sheet here, there was no way that I would think that this is Hunter Chambers' pro debut.
That was a great fight.
Once again, Orlando, give it up for both of these men who laid it all out inside the Combatagon. And after 3 rounds of action, we go to a judge's decision. All judges scored a 29-28 for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Eddie Perez Bruno.
I hear a lot of people booing, which I don't agree with. Don't think that they should be booing it. I can understand why Eddie won that fight. He was able to take advantage and capitalize on a lot of the positions.
A lot of the mistakes, yeah.
Yeah, where Hunter did a lot of good things, but it's those small mistakes that he made that cost him the fight. But like we said, nothing to be ashamed of. This is his pro debut taking on a 5-fight veteran. So to push him to a decision, a back and forth contest like that, 29-28, he was barely losing. Nothing but he's just going to go over, watch this fight, homework, get better, and get back in there.
Exactly. I definitely don't think that Eddie thought that Hunter was definitely going to give him this tough of a fight.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, when did they start doing
Eddie.
that?
Right now.
Eddie, come here.
That's nice.
I've known your story.